Out of the entire ocean, there is one small stretch of reef that has become the most significant place in the world of surfing: the Bonsai Pipeline. Winning this competition cements a surfer in the halls of history.
We call them barrel mamiya and pipeline, pulling in, coming out.
For the first time ever, the Billabong Pro Pipeline will kick off the men's and women's championship tours. This new era is unmerciful, pitting rookies, world champs, and wildcards up against the world's deadliest wave. With a mid-season cut 5 events away, there are no second chances. The road to the Rip Curl WSL Finals starts now at the Billabong Pro Pipeline. Welcome to the 7 Mile Miracle, a celebrated stretch of Hawaiian coastline with an abundance of world-class waves. This is surfing's proving ground, the North Shore. This scenic rural community is located 30 miles northwest of Honolulu. The North Shore is fronted by a system of near-shore reefs. During the winter months, these reefs are magnets for massive North Pacific swells. The crown jewel of the North Shore is the legendary Bonsai Pipeline. This frightening gift of nature is one of the most demanding waves in the world.
Oh, and gets the guillotine. Check on him, Hawaiian Water Patrol.
For every surfer, at some point when they're paddling out there, they're looking at that wave and going, wow, is that wave possible to ride?
This is the most life-threatening wave that we have in surfing. I think everyone has seen what this wave can do and what it's capable of.
There's been more deaths at Pipeline than any other wave in the world, so no matter how much I do it, I'll still be scared of that wave.
You hit that reef, you're in trouble. There's just big stumps like that are sticking out.
Under the lip, grabbing the right, flipping. Oh!
So you feel like a gladiator out here when it's big, pulling the barrel, everything goes in slow motion. It's epic, best feeling ever.
Amazingly, this is his 29th championship tour season. All I can say is wow.
He earned his place on a very short list of greats. Surfing's GOAT is one of the best athletes in the history of sport.
You're looking at a man who's as important as Muhammad Ali, as Tiger Woods. He's beaten them all.
You should compete and live like you have nothing to lose. That's the challenge for me.
Kelly Slater is an incredible young kid from Florida who had dreams of being the greatest surfer in the world and used the most competitive nature that I've ever witnessed to achieve those dreams.
He's an 11-time world champion. He's won every event on the schedule, holds every record in the sport. He continues to do mind-blowing surfing, but the truth of the matter is it's getting harder and harder for him to win.
There's a lot of frustration coming out of Kelly Slater at the moment.
A massive upset. Kelly Slater bundled out of the event.
Yeah, stop the presses.
I'd rather cry than laugh right now. Just, again, 3 years in a row, I can't put it together out here. Horrible performance this week. I got to figure out what's going on. I think all the pressure, the build-up and stuff has really kind of thrown me off.
Chasing a 12th world title, it's going to be his most difficult challenge yet.
From age 40 to 50, it's been this big time block where, he's been more or less getting beat up by the younger guys on tour the last 10 years.
John Florence is putting on a show and putting a big challenge to Kelly Slater.
You're just thinking about where his motivation will lie, what a bad result might feel like, or what a good result might feel like to him at this stage of his career.
Slater has surfed professionally longer than many of his competitors have been alive. At some point, Slater will walk away, but only he knows when.
I'm gonna just know. It'll just be clear. I either have nothing left to learn here, or nothing left to prove here, or nothing that's desired in this area. I want to do something else.
Oh, I'm freaked out right now. I'm just freaked out. It's so good.
I think I'm still doing it because I do know and believe that I can, on my day, I can beat anyone, anywhere. You know, you have to feel that. And if you don't feel that, you just shouldn't do it. All these guys go out in the water scared they're going to lose to me because I'm old. Maybe they should have passed me a long time ago.
Kelly Slater up and running with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There have been so many major milestones in women's surfing in recent years, but this one might be the biggest. This is the first year the women's tour will officially compete at Pipeline.
So this year is the first year that we have a fully integrated championship tour. Men and women are going to the same events. Pipe is the benchmark, and this is a really, really big event for us.
Women have really staked their claim here at Pipeline, and not just sitting out there in the lineup, they're packing bombs.
In the barrel, Tyler Wright comes out.
It's important that we're here for the next generation to see that we belong.
And Malia Manuel, now we're in the back door, and now we're out.
Yes, woman! To be here, part of history, is pretty amazing here at Pipeline.
This wave does not care your gender, doesn't care about anything other than absolute annihilation.
Oh my gosh!
People are lying if they say they're not scared out there, and I'll be the first to admit it, I absolutely am.
The women's faces had that pipeline fear in them.
I think there's fear anytime you paddle out a pipe. It's a heavy wave. Breaks on a shallow reef. You know, I've had friends die out here. I think when you're coming to a wave like Pipe, that kind of fear is actually healthy because everyone's going to need to be on their game.
The women are excited on this historic day in surfing.
We're still in a pioneering state of really changing the lenses in which how we view surfing and equality and inclusion within that.
Malia Manuel starting right where she left off.
I think this is a turning point in women's surfing. It's gonna push all of us to do things we never thought we could.
Watch out, Kano Igarashi grabs his rail, in danger, comes out with the spit.
Coming up next, Pipe goes perfect for opening day.
For a contest, start of the season, there's not much more that any surfer on this tour can ask for.
Welcome back to the Billabong Pro Pipeline.
This is some of the, probably the best day I've ever seen here at Pipe for a contest. I mean, it is just as good as it can be. The wind, the swell direction, the size, it's just money.
Freaked out, it's so good.
Contest is 1,000% on. The waves are perfect, 8 to 10 foot, just flawless. It's almost like a spring break feel on the beach. We've got fans back. I mean, look at it. Those are actual chicken skin moments happening right now.
The waves are pumping. I mean, we're talking about top-notch Pipeline right now.
The men's opening round is called on, and the 2022 Championship Tour season is underway.
You can feel the energy, and we're our full bore here at Pipeline.
In the first heat, 7-time Pipe champion Kelly Slater takes on Australian Jack Robinson.
Jack Robinson from Western Australia, driving through the pipe barrel and coming out. Oh my God.
What Jack did on this drop right here was an extreme amount of talent being displayed. How late he was, how much control he had with his rail, that was next level surfing.
An excellent score for Jack Robinson.
Here we go, Kelly Slater backdoor, a huge right-hander driving through. There's the nose of his board. There's the goat.
Drainer. I mean, that's just a drainer. Look how shallow the reef is right there. It's just a couple feet deep underneath him. So it's going to be a great start for Kelly.
This is an 8-point ride, the opener for Kelly Slater.
Jack Robinson falling out of the sky, backsided pipe. Let's go! It comes out!
How did he do that?
Are you kidding me?
That right there, big pump. Got him just that extra 4 to 5 feet ahead to get him away from that foam ball and break through.
Score in for Jack Robinson, a 9.5.
Here goes Kelly going backdoor.
the barrel, comes out with the spin.
Kelly behind the A-frame right here, bottom turning straight into it, super deep.
Jack Robinson, as well as Kelly Slater, moving on into the round of 32.
I don't know what to say, though. It's mind-blowing. The conditions have been incredible this year to start 2022, and I think today's one of, if not the best day I've ever seen for waves.
Seth Moniz represents Hawaii's next generation of professional surfers.
My name is Seth Moniz. I'm 24 years old, and I'm from Honolulu, Hawaii.
He has that aloha spirit in him through his whole family. The jersey he got at number 7, you know, 7 of them.
I guess like having 4 siblings and like we're always really competitive. It kind of just brought the best out of all of us. Obviously having a dad that was surfing, all these contests. Sister's a big influence too. 2-time world longboard champ, and I think that's just kind of in our blood.
We couldn't be more proud as a family unit to see the baby of our family just kind of shine and do his thing.
Seth's combination of progression and heavy water fortitude make him one of the most well-rounded surfers on tour.
You never know what you're gonna get. Looks like he's just throwing up a Hail Mary.
He's on, he's holding. There he is.
Next thing you know, he lands it in full control.
Knifing this section and pulling in. Great control after the spit. Seth Moniz having a blast in these conditions today.
This is the future of our sport right here, right now.
I'm really excited for this year, and I want to give a big push, and you know, my big goal is to make it in that top 10 at the cutoff mark, and then hopefully shoot for that top 5.
As the Pipe Pro continues, Seth is up against Japan's Kanoa Igarashi and rookie Carlos Munoz.
So we've got veterans, rookies, specialists. This is a heat that's got something for everyone.
Seth Moniz, local boy right here from Oahu, grabbing the rail on a long one. He's gonna be extending down the line, driving through the barrel, and he comes out!
But watch out, Kanoa Igarashi grabs his rail, in danger. Comes out with the spit.
This was insane. Watch that late under the hood. The way that he pumped under the hood over there and just kept his composure on that foam board and with that spit.
Kanoa Igarashi with the highest single wave score of the day, a 9-point ride.
Go, Seth, go.
Minitron Moniz grabbing the rail, letting go, and traveling. Where he stay, dare him coming out.
Crowd goes wild, as they should. These people know what's up.
A greatly ridden wave, grab the rail to start and then let it go, standing tall, and then having to negotiate that very tight exit once again. Amazing technique, great skill.
Seth Moniz gets the win. Kanoa Igarashi in second, but with the highest single wave score of the day, a 9-point ride.
Kind of speechless right now. I couldn't contain myself. The waves kind of just turned on in our heat. It was pretty amazing. Heard your scream out there.
Of course you did. Let's go. Oh, how fun was that?
So fun.
Hometown hero John Florence takes center stage as the opening round continues.
John on the turn. Here he goes, slides down the face, little sliding on the bottom, parks himself perfectly, and gets the exit.
So fun to watch someone who's so in tune.
These surfers may have caught some of the best waves of their life today in this contest.
Here we go, John Florence grabbing rail, tucking in, pipeline barrel, still traveling.
John has that ability to slow things down, just take every aspect of it in and just adjust to what the wave is doing.
You kept hearing it. It's perfect out there. This is exactly the day you want at Pipe.
Baron Mamia! Disappearing, getting spit out.
I don't think anyone has seen an opening day like this. And not just the opening day for this event, again, opening day to the whole season. So if this sets the tempo for what we're gonna see in 2022, come on, it's gonna be the best year ever.
Here we go.
Oh.
Jordy Smith, standing up tall. Oh my God, he can't believe it either.
That was so technical, so heavy. Basically, it was falling the whole start of that wave.
I'm pretty sure it's the best wave I've ever had at Pipe for sure. For a contest, start of the season, there's not much more that any surfer on this tour can ask for.
Coming up next, the women take over surfing's biggest stage.
The women are excited on this historic day in surfing. Now we're in the back door.
Today is a huge day for women's surfing. I mean, it's really historic to see the women included in the pipeline events along with the men. Equal prize money across the board, equal opportunity out in the lineup.
People are lying if they say they're not scared out there. And
Here goes Carissa Moore at back door, threading the needle.
Welcome back to the North Shore for the Billabong Pro Pipeline.
And the women are excited on this historic day in surfing.
The best female surfers in the world are on the verge of another major milestone.
Today is a huge day for women's surfing. I mean, it's really historic to see the women included in the pipeline events along with the men.
We have never seen this before, and I think the women are up for the challenge.
Now we're in the back door, and
Yes,
now we're out.
woman.
Stitch it up, put a bow on it, and that's going to be a big score.
Equal prize money across the board, equal opportunity out in the lineup.
Back door, Isabella Nichols, arms in the air.
I feel like we've been building up for it for a long time, but it's a really special day for us, and it's definitely, one that I think everyone's going to remember.
In the opening round, reigning world champion Carissa Moore faces wildcard Moana Wong.
And the first wave ridden by a surfer being called the new queen of pipeline, Moana Wong.
Moana has definitely spent the most time out in this lineup than anyone by far. And all of that local knowledge that she has, she's definitely going to bring it to her matchup with Carissa, and it's going to be one of the harder heats Carissa has this year, I think.
Here goes Carissa Moore at back door, threading the needle, gets in the barrel, and she comes out.
Comes through with a 6.83, one of the highest single wave scores of the day.
As we watch Moana Jones thread through a pipe barrel.
And there she got a good score, Chris. She bumped all the way up into first place.
So Carissa got the best wave of the heat, but Moana Wong put together the best heat.
Carissa's the best in the world, and I look up to her, and I want to be able to surf as good as she can. So for sure it pushes me.
Yeah, I want to see a Carissa and Moana matchup in the final. I think that's going to be fire.
At only 22, Moana Wong is already one of the best female pipeline surfers in the world.
A name that everyone's been talking about coming in this event is Moana Wong. She's been already touted as the queen of pipeline, and she's barely 20 years old.
The first time I surfed pipe, I was probably 12, but I wasn't a regular out there until I was 18, just because I knew how scary it was, and I didn't want to go out there when I wasn't ready for it.
I think this is the first time we've ever seen a girl from the North Shore growing up here and really, since she was so young, saying that she wanted to be the best female surfer out at Pipeline.
It's been a really long journey, and it's been really challenging and sometimes frustrating, and then sometimes so rewarding. But pipe, you kind of just gotta pay your dues, and time is what makes you good out there.
I mean, she is kind of next level Lionheart. She's out there on the biggest, heaviest, scariest days.
I don't seem scared, but I am very scared.
So she has this, I don't know what it is, must be a different gene or something, because I'm not like this. I'm really super scared of big waves.
I'm always scared every time I go out. If you really, really want it badly, you gotta forget about it for just a second, and then you can make amazing things happen.
Right now, the focus is really on her, which is pretty amazing. We've got gold medalists, we've got former champions in the draw. So for everybody to be talking about a wild card like this, it's a pretty special moment.
As the Pipe Pro continues, Moana takes on world number 2, Tatiana Weston Webb.
Let's start off with Moana Wong.
So cool to see this wild card in the event, and this heat is a scary one for Tatiana Weston Webb.
I think she's going to be the person to be in the event. We all got to put our head down and try really hard.
Here we go, Tatiana on her backhand, looking for some vision. Gets spat out.
That was enough to get her into the lead. It looks like Tati's shifted the momentum.
Moana Jones up and riding and gets into a classic pipe tube.
She is so casual out here, and that just comes with those hours spent in the lineup.
And it's going to be official. The Hawaiian wild card, Moana Jones Wong, advances on into quarterfinal number 2.
I want to get really good waves. That's all I care about. So I just want to do the best that I can do in every heat.
In 2021, Carissa Moore completed one of the greatest competitive seasons of all time.
Your 2021 world champion, Carissa Moore.
The best year of Carissa Moore's entire life, achieving gold and now a 5-time world champion. She's in another class. Her legacy has grown in front of our eyes.
This year, Carissa has new intentions.
The theme that kind of rides throughout is this idea of getting comfortable with being uncomfortable and facing some of the fears that I have.
I mean, surfing waves like Pipeline, the challenge that presents, having her first opportunity at Chopu.
Just areas of my surfing that we haven't actually really had to ever tap into because we haven't had events here.
There's so many things, I think, this season that are going to motivate Carissa, and I think she's going to be unstoppable.
The round of 16 continues, and Carissa faces wildcard Bethany Hamilton.
Carissa Moore going pipeline, grabbing the barrel, and just gets showered.
Equipment looks sharp, she looks sharp, so fit, so focused, and has just this happy energy.
Carissa Moore again at back door, big roomy barrel traveling through here, and that is the excellent score that we were waiting for.
This is putting a stamp on her dominance.
So Carissa Moore will be moving into quarterfinal number 3.
You know, I'm definitely nervous and a little fearful when it comes to these kinds of waves. I think for me, it's just spending the time, pushing myself outside my comfort zone and taking those calculated risks.
Coming up next, Kelly Slater is on the ropes.
Kelly Slater up and riding with 3, 2, 1.
Is there any better feeling in surfing?
Hard fought battle. Congratulations, and Kelly.
Welcome back to a day that will be remembered in the annals of surf history.
Pipe's the queen today. We're just out there kind of amongst it.
Kelly Slater got off to a blistering start on opening day of competition.
Driving through, there's the goat.
A day like this makes you think that like everything you've done in your life is worth it to be here for this moment. I think today's one of, if not the best day I've ever seen during the pipe.
Kelly comes out with the spin.
Kelly an 8 and an 8.57. Great surfing, buddy. Great surfing.
Huge heat in the lineup. Kelly Slater, Baron Mamiya.
Baron, younger, he's got youth on his side. I would say Baron's actually slightly more aggressive too. What Kelly makes up for it with just being a veteran and being there before Baron was even born.
Baron Mamiya grabbing rail. Beautiful ride here. He's got room. He comes out. All right. Game on.
I don't feel Baron Mamiya is going to back down to Kelly Slater. I think a lot of surfers can be starstruck when you enter the water with the goat.
Oh, here goes Baron Mamiya. We call him Barrel Mamiya at Pipeline, pulling in. Coming out. He likes it.
Oh my gosh, just perfect. Sliding into this, coming out with the spit. Baron Mamiya, as it stands right now, a huge lead over Kelly Slater.
Baron, you have a commanding lead right now in Heat 1 with an 8.67 and a 6.5. Kelly has won world titles and pipe championships in 3 different decades. He wants to do it for 4. Here we go. This will be Kelly Slater. Big bottom turn, stalls, under the hook, driving through.
And the perfect exit. I put Kelly Slater up there with Tom Brady, with Michael Jordan, Tony Hawk, the best of the best in any sport. Under a minute to go. Slater needs a 7.18.
Kelly Slater up and riding with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Here it is, ladies and gentlemen, the last of Kelly Slater, a 9-2-3. And he goes to first, taking out Baron Mamiya.
Sensei Slater does it again.
Kelly Slater, is there any better feeling in surfing?
Hard fought battle. Congratulations, Baron and Kelly.
It's hard not to get emotional, Kelly, but as you stand on the sand, what is that emotion that you're feeling?
Just having another moment like that, you know? It's just crazy thinking back on 30 years, how many times that's happened to me and just gone my way. I don't know what to chalk it up to, but except for, you know, spending my life in the ocean.
10 years ago, he would have been happy with nothing else but a world title. Now he's looking at an event win, and to me, that's where those emotions are boiling up from.
That was so cool.
Well, it looks like a totally different day than when we got to the beach this morning. Swell has picked up dramatically in the last few hours.
Wow, that was crazy.
We are being treated to some heavy conditions, consistent swell.
Competition moves into the quarterfinals, and two-time world champion John Florence takes on Hawaiian Seth Moniz.
Seth Moniz at backdoor, up and riding, super late drop, somehow sets the rail at backdoor, and he's coming out.
Oh, that was a vertical straight nose drop, Rock. Stand by for score, now coming in. Seth Moniz, surfer in red, a 9.6.
Up against a guy like John, you're gonna need those kinds of scores. Here we watch John at backdoor pulling in, and he's driving through that barrel, and John says, bruh, it's on.
Oh, these guys are going blow for blow.
When you think that he would be a bit intimidated with that excellent score from Seth Moniz, he just fires right back.
John, your last wave score, a 7.67.
As we watch John right here at Pipeline, grabbing the rail, disappear, and he is going to be coming back out with the spin.
The score is in for Florence, a 9-point ride. Florence takes the lead.
Go get him, come on. Go get him.
Moniz again with priority, needing a 7.07. Here we go, Seth Moniz, pipeline barrel, spit, and he comes out.
Well, Piper, that could definitely be your 7.07 right there.
Seth Moniz in first, John Florence in second.
Pretty speechless. Felt like I just won the final, but it was only the quarters. That was the heat of my life.
As the quarterfinals continue, Kelly Slater faces Japan's Kanoa Igarashi.
For Kelly, he is one of the most dominant competitors to ever surf an event at Pipeline. If he can get a big start here, get himself up in the top 5 of the rankings early,
sure,
we're going to be witnessing what could potentially be a dream run.
As you mentioned, all the accolades, Kelly Slater up against Kanoa Igarashi, and Kanoa is 3-0 in head-to-head matchups, and here he goes, pulling in, backdoor. Good start for Kanoa, he comes flying out.
Here we go, the GOAT, Kelly Slater. Textbook. Wow. Backside tube ride, behind the spit. And Kelly Slater having a look, goes backdoor, sets it up perfectly, rides through. Kelly Slater making it through.
You know, obviously I have a lot of experience out here, but Kanoa has made the final here before. He beat me out here on a small day. I wasn't going to take him lightly.
Coming up next, Pipeline shows its teeth and the women don't hold back.
People are lying if they say they're not scared out there.
These are the most dangerous, intense, gnarly, challenging waves the girls ever surfed in a CT event.
Welcome back to the Billabong Pipe Pro. With a massive new swell in the water, Pipeline has shown up for the women's final day.
There are still some bombs coming in here at Pipeline. This is a very, very dangerous wave.
Pipe scares me.
but the collective of where women's surfing is going and where it can go, pipe is the next right step for us.
For the women, there are 4 contenders left. The stage is set for a historic day of competition.
It's the most dangerous, intense, gnarly, challenging waves the girls have ever surfed in a CT event.
Here we go, counting down the start. 3, 2, 1.
In semifinal 1, 2-time world champion Tyler Wright faces wildcard Moana Jones-Wong.
Moana Jones-Wong pulling up high and tight, dragging it right in the pocket. Here we go, off the back, on the right-hander, backdoor, in the barrel, Tyler Wright comes out. Here we go, Moana Jones-Wong pulling up under the curtain, standing tall, arms to the sky. You can feel the stoke coming through the screen. A wild card has just made the finals here at the Billabong Pro Pipeline.
That is amazing. Oh, I'm so happy. This must feel like a dream.
This is definitely a dream. I'm like on the verge of starting to cry.
Moana, we're so excited to watch you in the final.
As the semifinals continue, Hawaiian Carissa Moore takes on California's Lakey Peterson.
Who will meet Moana Jones-Wong in the final? Carissa Moore. Tidy little backside tube right there. Carissa Moore grabbing the rail, goes to pipe, pulls up right in the pocket. Horn blows, and that's it. Carissa Moore into the finals at a historic Billabong Pro Pipeline.
The final is underway. 5-time world champ and Olympic gold medalist Carissa Moore up against the wild card, a young North Shore surfer on a dream run, Moana Jones-Wong.
Here we go.
Moana.
Wow. Pipe barrel just underneath the hook, coming out with a spin. Arms up tall, the Vulcan House is loving that.
She's so fun to watch, but you can see she's just genuinely so stoked when she gets out of the barrel. And she does such a good job at drawing her line. She is so consistent.
Moore on the backhand, grabbing the rail. It looks like she had the exit, just gets clamped. With some more backdoor. Traveling through this one, another section, and gets gobbled up in there, unfortunately, for the 5-time world champ.
Here we go.
Moana again, pipeline stalling. Another exit, and the young phenomena from the North Shore continues her assault at the Bonsai Pipeline.
It's pretty awesome.
Moana Jones-Wong with a pair of 6.67s. That's enough to put the 5-time world champ Carissa Moore into a combination. Moana using priority, pulling behind the curtain, and that's what we were looking for. The show continues for Moana Jones-Wong, and friends and family love what they're seeing.
She is the underdog story here, and it's great to see what she's done.
Is it too soon to call her the Queen of Pipeline?
No, it's done.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Moana Jones-Wong has just won the Billabong Pro Pipeline.
This is the best moment of my life. I'm so baffled. Like, I never thought I was gonna ever accomplish this.
She joins the elite class of wildcards, winning on her first time.
Can you believe it?
Steph Gilmore, a 7-time world champion. Carissa Moore, a 5-time world champion. Moana joins that exclusive group of winning her very first CT event as a wild card.
This is like everything I ever dreamed of, and I can't believe it like happened.
That was a blessing. That was a gift.
Good job.
That was a gift.
We're so proud of you. So proud of you.
You deserve it. You deserve it.
totally deserved it. You did so good.
It's so good. This was a gift for her because she has that talent, and I know that God gave her that talent, and not many other people have that talent. So I'm so excited that she got to showcase that talent to the world.
I dreamed about this for years. It was something that I thought would never happen, and I never thought it would happen this soon. Like, I thought maybe years from now, and this is just unbelievable. I'm speechless.
Coming up, it's finals day for the men.
Look at this thing! Wow!
Seth Moniz hanging on by his toe.
And Slater continues to chase history.
If I could win this contest at this age with this level of competition that's out there, it would be probably as good a feeling as I've ever had out there.
The greatest of all time is back.
Welcome back. It's finals day at the Billabong Pipe Pro. Earlier in the quarterfinals, Hawaiian Seth Moniz pulled off an upset and eliminated John Florence.
Seth Moniz, and backdoor, up and riding, super late drop, somehow sets the rail, and backdoor, and he's coming out!
Felt like I just won the final, but it was only the quarters. That was the heat of my life.
And Kelly Slater's remarkable run through the draw continued.
Here we go, the GOAT, Kelly Slater. Textbook, backside tube ride, behind the spit. It never gets old.
It's just such an intense, great wave. It's a wave everyone wants to go get a great wave at some time in their life. Once you get the taste, you're stuck, and you want to get back out and get another one.
Kelly, pipeline. Oh my God! Yeah!
He put in more time with Pipeline than any other wave in the world. With all that dedication, all that experience, he's turned into the best ever surfer.
Late drop, pulling in, square barrel spit, and Kelly Slater's out.
You know, he's got such an intimate nature and knowledge of the wave that he can just go out there any given day, any given time, and the relationship's so deep that magic happens.
Wide open, bonus section, Slater still traveling. Driving through an impossible section, Kelly makes it.
If I could win this contest at this age with this level of competition that's out there, it would be probably as good a feeling as I've ever had out there.
As the semifinals are called on, Slater faces Brazilian Miguel Pupo.
Here's Kelly. Might like the way this backdoor wave looks, and Miguel likes the pipe wave, so they're gonna take off same time. Whoa, that is gonna be interesting.
The judges rule it's a non-priority interference on Miguel Pupo. Miguel's second scoring wave will be cut in half.
So this heat is not over. If Miguel goes crazy and gets two really high scores, he can still take Kelly out, but Kelly is the master at taking advantage of a weakness, and he will be prowling.
Kelly Slater traveling through the barrel and reappearing, coming out.
Kelly Slater now with a commanding lead and priority.
Miguel Pupo, Mickey Poops, pulling in, coming out at Pipeline.
6.6 is what you need, Miguel. And it doesn't. A 3.17. Kelly Slater yet again in the final here at Pipeline.
I don't like for heats to go that way, but being in the final, yeah, it's been a few years. I can't even think right now. Adrenaline is just still pumping, so.
Semi-final 2 features Hawaiian Seth Moniz up against Brazil's Caio Abelli.
Here we go. Seth Moniz. He comes out of the barrel. So that's going to be the first meaningful score for the young man from Julio O.
And here we go, up and riding in red. Seth Moniz, Pipeline, grabbing rail, disappearing. And there he is.
What?
It was like riding a bull. He was just hanging on, and he went over the side, almost came off, got back down. He fought tooth and nail to come out of that barrel. It was insane.
It's a done deal, Kaipo. Seth Moniz is into the finals with your GOAT, Kelly Slater.
I'm honestly speechless to be in a final with Kelly, maybe his last year ever. So 2 more good waves, and you know, gotta try to take down the GOAT.
It's Kelly Slater versus Seth Moniz in the Billabong Pipe Pro Final.
Pipeline warriors entering the Coliseum. Seth Moniz, literally half Kelly Slater's age.
I mean, Kelly won this event almost 30 years ago.
Big set coming through right in time for the start. Kelly Slater driving super deep behind another chandelier. He comes out. Leave it to the GOAT. Let's go. Kelly Slater. That right there was a masterful read of an extremely difficult wave. A 9-point ride into the excellent range for Kelly Slater. Could be seeing a split peak, both surfers engaged. It's gonna be Seth Moniz. Will he get the 9 he's looking for? High and tight in the tube at pipe, comes out on his feet.
The judges just came by to us and they saw the replay. He was actually laying down coming out.
And so he will get the incomplete.
All right, here we go. Kelly pulling in back door. Smaller inside drainer here, but he's traveling and he comes out. Wow!
I must say, the aggression that we're seeing out of Kelly Slater, he looks like a young buck, bringing the heat, bringing the pain, and he looks like he wants to win.
All right, inside 3 minutes. Seth Moniz in a combination. You need 2 brand new scores.
It's time for the Hail Mary, and then another Hail Mary.
Here we go, out the back. Kelly Slater on the attack with the drop. Can he get in? He does. He's still in there.
Oh,
Come on out. Yes!
Oh my God!
And right behind him, Seth Moniz, hanging on by his toes. A massive backdoor wave comes out. That's exactly the finish we wanted to see.
It doesn't matter what the score is. Kelly Slater has just won his 8th Billabong Pro Pipeline.
Kelly Slater is back. This is a huge emotional victory, not just for Kelly Slater, for 40-somethings all over the world.
8 times, 4 decades. This is sport history.
I have no what to say, man. I committed my life to this, you know, to all of this, all the heartbreak and all the winning and all this crap. It's you know, I've hated lots of it, but I just savor this, and this is the best one of my life.
I think that today was one of those special days where just everything came together perfectly for him, and the timing of everything just going to his birthday. I don't know, it's really emotional to watch. The whole week has been.
2022 Billabong Pro Pipeline champion, the legendary, the GOAT, Kelly Slater.
Since I was 12 years old, I first got out here and got my ass kicked at backdoor and about a 2-foot wave. It's really just, it's given me all my favorite memories, all the most pleasure in my life, and thank you all.
Let's give it up for Kelly Slater, the greatest of all time.
Be sure to catch the next episode of WSL Presents at the Hurley Pro Sunset Beach. Join us all season for coverage of the championship tour as the road to the Rip Curl WSL Finals rolls on.